My name is Brigadier General Freyberg. It was late 1943, and in North Africa, our Italian and German enemies had been roundly beaten. Now, it was up to our political leaders to decide where to strike next.
As British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, my American allies, and particularly Joe Stalin on the Russian front, wanted American President Roosevelt and I to put every effort into attacking mainland Europe in France. We were not ready for this. Not enough men, planes or ships were available. I always believed we should strike Nazis in Italy or the Balkans first, where the Germans would need to keep troops to defend it from the upcoming landings in France. Finally, Roosevelt and Stalin, although Uncle Joe most reluctantly agreed, and plans were put in force. Italy is a long, narrow country with steep mountains running down its spine and reasonably flat land on each side. The country was crisscrossed with rivers, and it was winter time. We placed my good General Alexander in overall charge, with General Mark Clark commanding his 5th Army. General Montgomery would command the British 8th Army with my good and trusted friend Bernard Freyberg and his New Zealand boys. One army on each side of the mountains.
After a wobbly start at Salerno, General Mark Clark got his troops underway but soon stalled. Fierce German resistance and shocking weather made the going nigh on impossible. However, we went pretty well, but after some pretty fierce fighting along the Adriatic coast, we encountered a real stoush with Gerrietta Sonia. The New Zealand tanks were in some pretty savage fighting with the German panzers, but after 3 attempts, they broke through. Then it started to rain, and it started to snow. We were stalled. We couldn't move. Then Monty was recalled to Britain to help planning with D-Day. Some very British general complained that my New Zealand boys weren't saluting him. I said to him, "You come away if I always way back."
Italy was nothing like Africa. Talk about the weather. Worse than Wellington on a bad day. It rained and snowed, and the terrain was rugged, the roads treacherous and steep, and we were always cold and wet. After Ausonia, we ground to a halt. Where were our flyboys? They couldn't fly because it was always cloudy and raining. We PBIs, that's the poor bloody infantry, were on our own. Oh, and the children, we'd seen nothing like this in North Africa. Here, the people were so poor and always hungry. We had swarms of them begging us for food and lollies. The New Zealand boys didn't like this. We were used to having all we could eat in our country. Oh, and the Italian girls were so pretty with their dark flashing eyes. Having a girlfriend at home, though, of course I never looked. Even on the very rare occasion when I had the old bottle of Italian cheap red wine. Or 2. Or 3.
After seeing defeats in Africa, our Italian friends had crossed into the town and surrendered, leaving my loyal German troops to occupy the whole of Italy. Although I was the luck of a general, used to commanding air fleets, I knew how to fight on the land, and after my Führer had ordered me to stand fast, it developed an offensive line called the Gustav Line. This ran right across Italy and crossed the Drewery Valley and the town of Cassino. To get there, the Tommies had to cross the swollen Ropigo River, then the valley beyond. We held all the high ground, and whenever the Tommies moved, we could machine gun and shell them to pieces.
Time to sort out a few things, I thought. Get rid of those damn armies from the Adriatic coast, and combine with my brave boys from my 5th Army, we'll smash those damn crowds, and I'll be the first in Rome, you bet. We'll show those boys how to fight those Germans. First I'll launch a frontal attack. Then we can send other troops to land at Anzio, north of Casino. This will take soldiers away from that Gustav line. We can link up with them and march right into Rome. I decided I'd put my Texas Division boys over the Rapido at night. We used anything we could find. Wooden boats, rafts, anything.
We heard and we watched. The Texans, brave soldiers that they are, were blown apart. The Germans machine gunned and shelled them. Stalemate. And it rained and rained. The Germans had flooded the valleys and everything was mud. Slightly off the road in a jeep and you're stuck, mate. Real stuck. Some Yanks who were pulling back refused to pull out my mate, Duncan Abbott. Poking the nose with a Tommy gun suit showed them who was boss. They scarpered pretty quick when the shelling started again.
We heard the Allies had landed in Anzio. I put some more troops there and easily held the perimeter. As a fighting general, I couldn't understand why they couldn't advance. But at Casino, things were hot enough.
I looked at the town of Casino and the monastery above. A long straight road led down into the town, and above it all was the monastery. It looked down over everything. It had been built by the Benedictine monks over 2,000 years ago, and it was very, very historic.
We saw the monastery too, up above us, looking down on us. Nowhere could we go that damn place watched us. We reckon the Jews were in there, watching us. You got pretty sure of that when you saw your mate take a row of machine gun bullets right across his chest.
Well, we might have dug into the slopes. We never occupied the monastery, never. In fact, 2 of my officers, who were devout Catholics, told that most of the art treasures and the monks were moved out for safekeeping. We respected the holiness of the place.
But how could we move? The Americans and the Canadians were stalled at Anzio, and we were stalled here in front of Casino. Churchill was screaming for movement. Mark Clark wanted to get to Rome. By now, I'd made me a corps commander with an Indian division in my New Zealand boys. That monastery had to go. I asked Mark Clark and General Alexander to remove it, but no one would agree. So I decided. I ordered the bombers, and they rained down 1,400 tons of bombs on the town of Casino and the monastery above. They were blasted.
Our guns opened fire too. All hell let loose. With those Yanks bombing, we said, when the Jews fire, we duck. When the British fire, the Germans duck. And when the Yanks fire, we all duck. We let the generals know what they were doing.
Now, we decided we would fortify the monastery. And as the town was just a sea of rubble, we could so easily defend that too. In fact, in many places, the rubble was so bad, we couldn't use our pencils, nor could the Tommies use their Shermans.
Into this we had to attack. The Maori boys at the railway station. We needed to take that as a bridgehead. The fighting was bitter and sharp. After all, we were fighting the same German paratroopers that we had scrapped with in Crete. The 28th Maori Battalion boys hung on. Slowly they were forced back. Inch by inch they retreated until the Jerrys again held the station. They were exhausted. 128 casualties, 60% of their strength.
My legs were holding. I knew I was bleeding the Allied fight. This was my plan. Slowly I would retreat to prepared positions.
The fighting in the rubble of the town was vicious and mostly hand-to-hand. It was not unusual to be sheltering in a bombed-out house to suddenly hear German being spoken. Some Jerrys shouted the same as us, only inches away next door. Dan Devon, the officer, sneaked his men away after he found a German Tiger tank holed up right next to their hideout. Phew.
Many of the politicians considered the Italian campaign a sideshow. In fact, some of the troops had a song they sang to the tune of Lily Marlene, killed the D-Day Dodgers. I didn't see it this way, and I was going to hang on, take this wretched town and casino, and march into Rome.
My corps needed a rest, and we were withdrawn. This had come at a terrible cost. Meanwhile, in another theatre war, the Japanese, after attacking the Americans at Pearl Harbor, had captured much of the South Pacific and were threatening Australia and New Zealand. A submarine had even been sighted in Cook Strait. The government introduced conscription and formed another division called the 3rd Division, which was sent to the Pacific. There they were soon fighting in the jungles in places such as Green Island and Bella Labella. Thanks to the American land-lease system that gave us guns and planes and ships, we were able to form up to 24 squadrons of fighters, bombers and reconnaissance aircraft. Many young New Zealanders trained in New Zealand to fly and fight, and did so with great distinction. Amongst them were many from North Canterbury. However, as the Americans took over complete control, the 3rd Division was disbanded and used to send reinforcements to my division and Italy. However, back to Casino. The Germans were very good at causing as many casualties as they could. One of their worst tools was the shoe mine made of wood. Our metal detectors could not detect them. At this stage, my New Zealand division was being commanded by Major General Howard Kippenberger. He was known as Kip to the boys. He came from Rangiora. He had both of his feet blown off with one of these nasty mines when he left the line to check the German conditions. For him, his war was over.
We had to do it. I had to break through to Rome. Now the Germans had paid a huge price also. Most of their units were down between 40 and 120 men per battalion. General Alexander decided we would use the French troops and those gallant Polish troops to circle around and take the town, while a major assault was launched from the front. 1,600 guns took part and the ground shook. Finally, the two sides met, causing the crowds to withdraw. Those gallant Poles. They even had a bearer called Wojciech to carry ammunition for them. Well, they finally raised a flag on the summit. After all, this goddamn war was started over Poland. Casino had fallen.
I also saw the Poles finally stagger to the top. There, they found only 30 Germans with 2 wounded to be moved. But the Germans were in retreat to another defensive line.
Now the road to Rome was open. At last, I should have the glory I deserve. This lively General Alexander ordered me not to get distracted, pursue the crowds. No way! I'm off to Rome. I kept abroad 2 days before Normandy landings happened.
My 10th Army escaped. That warmonger Winston Churchill was furious. All was still not lost. We could now retreat to the Gothic line north of Florence and fight on there. No matter we had no fuel or we were out of the flies, we fought and did move our guns with our hands.
Again, we were on the road pursuing the Germans. Many more battles were yet to be fought until when on the 1st of May 1945 we arrived at Trieste to accept the German surrender. The capital lost. We then had to act as policemen against the communist troops of General Tito from Yugoslavia. He wanted this country for his own. Things were pretty tense for a long time with a lot of threats being made.
It was over. And again, the cost. At Casino, the Germans had over 20,000 casualties, while the Allies suffered 55,000. A terrible price to pay. New Zealand lost 350 dead, who lie peacefully today under the watchful eye of a fully rebuilt monastery at Casino.
At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
Again, don't know where, don't know where.